And Bill sent two of us, myself and another young man, to UC Berkeley to start the ministry there. Our purpose was to start contacting the fraternities and sororities and going in and setting up times when we could go in Monday night after dinner as after-dinner speakers, which was a common thing in fraternities and sororities at that time. Well, neither of us had ever been in a fraternity. In the colleges where we were, there weren't fraternities. So we were very nervous about doing this. And I remember the first fraternity we went to, we knocked on the door. Well, at UC Berkeley, you don't knock on the door of a fraternity house. You just walk in, and whoever you see, you tell them what you want. We would go and say, well, may we speak with your president? I remember the first president came to the door. We were so nervous, it communicated our nervousness to him. And he said, well, I don't know. We'll talk with the guys. I'll talk with the guys at fraternity at the meeting, and give me your phone number and I'll call you. Well, the first phone call we got was, no, the men aren't interested. Well, that was very discouraging. Halfway through the year, before Christmas, the other staff man left. He quit out of discouragement. I continued on because I'd had it driven into me, you finish the job. No matter what opposition comes, you keep going. Well, I kept going, and the first fraternity meeting that we had, out of that fraternity, there were maybe half a dozen men that wanted to talk further and responded to Christ, including the fraternity president. Well, also out of that came another young man who is now a pastor in Southern California. The next year, we went into one of the other fraternities, and this man's name was Pete. And he was, that particular evening, he had just come back to see his fraternity house before he left for Korea. He was in the Korean War. And that night, we presented the gospel, and Pete talked with me afterward, invited Christ into his life, went to South America, started a publishing company in Sao Paulo, Brazil, that published Bibles and Christian books. They translated and published the New Living Translation of the Bible. Pete says that every Bible and every book that they publish, they see as missionaries. In other words, that one meeting, just by chance that he was at that fraternity meeting that night, has resulted in literally probably thousands and millions of people hearing or knowing something about the Christian life, or the Christian faith, because of that one meeting and that one young man.